Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever topics.
where we'll be talking about.
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show. Okay, hello Tina.
Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 10 of Whatever Topics.
Whatever.
Hey, yeah, episode 10 today, and we got it right this time.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that came out pretty good. We got a couple things to talk about, so we get this thing going here. So you said you had something to talk about. Let's hear your side of it first.
All right. Now I find this really interesting. Just when you think there's no humanity left in this world, I came up on a story that is really awesome. Now, Dorian, when it was over the Bahamas, was a Hurricane 5, Category 5, which means them people down there, they had to have lost everything. It just demolished the whole place. It was horrible. Well, this Florida farmer decided that he wanted to help the people. So he figured he'd go to Costco's and get a few things to ship over to them. Now, he walks into Costco. He buys 100 generators, gets a truckload of food and other essentials, and chainsaws. His bill came up to $49,285.70,
Wow.
which he paid for on his own. Now, that's awesome. I mean, if you can do that, by all means. Now, this is a good part too. It said that he didn't want to be named because he doesn't want the attention on himself. He'd rather have the attention focused on the people that need the help. So all I can say is God bless you, sir, and we really need more kindness and humanity and compassion like he has in this world.
Yeah, that's he had to have money to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's money that he won't be able to use for himself.
Right. And like I said, I think one of the good parts too is that you realize when most people do something, it's, name me because I want the attention. He didn't. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, but don't tell nobody because they need to be focused on.
Right.
And to me, that's just really awesome.
Well, not too many people can do that.
No.
Or would do that.
Yeah, and it's not saying that everybody should go out and spend $10,000 on them, but if you can donate $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, just whatever you could do, because they're going to really need the help, and people really need to show more compassion sometimes.
Well, a couple of days before the hurricane's supposed to hit, everybody hit the grocery stores.
They did.
And they cleared out the shelves. I mean, you go in there and you might find some canned peaches, maybe, and some cereal, but, a lot of stuff was gone.
Oh, yeah.
And the gas stations, it was all out of gas.
Oh,
and,
it was horrible here, but
yeah. And now, here's what I don't understand. These people hoarded up all this food, thinking that this hurricane's going to keep them out for a couple of weeks, which usually is 13 days, or what we was in our last one.
18 for us last time.
Well, that's a lot of food to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people on our social media said that why don't these people send all that food that they hoarded up down to the Bahamas?
Because those people are really going to need it.
Yeah, and they're going to keep it. They're going to, maybe a week after the hurricane passed, they're going to end up throwing that food away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think it'd be really nice if they would donate some of it or all of it or whatever.
Yeah, so why keep it? You're done with it. The hurricane's gone. You're back to normal. Keep what you normally would have bought. Right. And send the rest of it out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to throw it away, so you're still wasting your money throwing it away.
Yeah, you
Where
really are.
You're not really wasting your money donating it.
No, because you're helping other people that really are going to need it.
And most of that stuff was canned or box stuff that they bought, and that's what they need down there.
Oh, yeah.
But that's kind of funny, you're talking about the chainsaws. I don't guess it told how many chainsaws he bought.
No, it just said 100 generators and a truckload of food and some chainsaws.
It reminds me of that post that I seen. I seen this on the social media too. Only during a hurricane can you purchase a shovel, duct tape, rope, and a tarp, and no one questions your motive.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh boy.
But that's all stuff you need when you go through a hurricane.
So hey everybody, we told you last week that we didn't know if we'd have our show this week or not, but here we are. We had it. And that hurricane hit on the East Coast about 160 miles north of where we are. Mm-hmm. We're on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So, it was actually about 200 miles from us when it hit. So from there on now, it's up in North Carolina now, I think.
I'd say we were real fortunate with that one after Irene, a Category 4 that we had. Irma. I'm sorry, I did say Irene. Irma, which was a Category 4. We really didn't want another one.
No, that was big enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
I know what a 4.5.
So now imagine what a 5 or an upper 5 would be.
Right.
For a little bitty island out in the middle of all this water.
And we got a little more rain than normal for this time of year. And a little bit of wind. What did it go up? Maybe 25 mile an hour.
That was about all.
That's all we got out of it. Yeah, we did good this time. There's 3 or 4 more out there in the Atlantic Ocean, but they're not even worried about them.
It's going to be an active year, I think, because, there's quite a few come in, one right after another.
Right, and then there was 2 in the Gulf. One went on up north, and the other one was over around Mexico.
Yeah.
Nobody's familiar with that. New Mexico and Mexico is not the same place. So anyway, we made it. We didn't have no problems at all. We didn't even have anything fall over like we did on Irma. 140 mile an hour winds on the Irma that came through our yard, and it was taking down some pretty good sized trees. Mm-hmm. And all we lost was an empty oil can I had on the picnic table, and an empty trash can fell over. Mm-hmm. But the screened in porch had all kind of pine needles in it. We was telling you about that last week.
Yeah, we did.
It had all kind of pine needles sticking in there. Looked like Battleship, where you put your pins in the holes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to it. That was something. What else you got there? You had something else?
Go ahead and talk about which is going to, and I'm looking up something real quick.
Okay. I'm done. Next.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Oh, hey, Panther's loose down here.
Oh, yeah.
Our collared, tagged panther came crossing through our yard the other day. It was Thursday. So we out there trying to get the cat, and the cat don't want to come in. And he just walked on across the yard and out toward the driveway, and we went walking out there trying to find it. And, well, I don't know what we'd have done if he'd have turned around and started after us, but...
Run and prayed the whole time.
Yeah, but it wasn't, maybe 20 minutes, 10 minutes after we seen the panther. Here comes all the little baby deer and the bucks and the does and everything coming up through the yard, going right towards where the panther was. And, I'm thinking, oh, man, I hope he's not hungry. But I seen most of the deer this Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. I seen them in the yard. They was eating grass and moseying on. So apparently it didn't scare them off, or didn't get any of them. If it did, we don't know for sure, because we only see, we've got 10 or 12 deer in the yard all the time. And they camp out here at night. But we hadn't seen any, all of them together for a long time. But we pretty much know by seeing them every day who's here and who's missing.
Yeah. We
got one buck that's got an antler missing.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
I don't know what happened to it. His right antler, he's about a 3-point buck. And he comes out here in the yard, and he's rutting. Not rutting, is it rutting? Or when they scrape their antlers on the trees?
Yeah, he's scraping
He's scraping the tree where he don't have an antler.
Yep.
So I guess apparently he don't know he lost it.
It's a wonder he don't walk cockeyed with that heavier side there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though, to see a one-antlered deer.
Oh,
I'd like to find it.
I was going to tell you something a while ago too. Irma actually had, the wind speeds were 170 to 180 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Not 150.
No, well, I'm talking about Irma though. 140.
Yeah, it was 170 to 180.
Oh yeah, it was a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was big.
Yeah.
But for us, we're lucky because, like I said, we're surrounded by trees and stuff, and we didn't have as much wind and stuff as they would in the Bahamas.
Right.
So the Bahamas got it really bad.
And what, 4 to 7 feet water rise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and I did find that other story I was looking for that I had to laugh at. Oh boy. Now, there's this woman, I'm not going to say names, but she's from Australia. Says she's a vegan or whatever. She took her neighbors to court over cigarette smoke, children playing basketball. Oh my God, the kids are playing basketball. They could be doing drugs or shooting up houses, and she's grumping about basketball. And families barbecuing. Wow. There's so much worse things in this world than kids playing basketball and barbecuing.
Yeah, I've heard a story about that before where they had a video of a guy that they called the city on.
Yeah, and that's just amusing to me. Why? I mean, why be so petty?
He was barbecuing and the people across the street was complaining about it, and he told the guy that it was a city ordinance that you can't allow the barbecue smoke to go out of his yard. What are you going to do with it?
You're going to bottle it. You're going to put a big tin over it and bottle it. Oh, this woman, it says, now check this. Despite both the State Administrative Tribunal and the Supreme Court both dismissing her case and her appeals being denied, she says that she's still going to be taking her neighbor to court again because they're ruining her happiness.
Wow, man, it'd make me happy if I could smell barbecue smoke and hear kids playing basketball.
Okay, my idea is, if you don't like the barbecue smoke, then when they're grilling outside, stay inside. They're not going to be grilling 24 hours a day, so you don't have to stay in 24 hours a day.
Well, them kind of people shouldn't be in the city anyway. They should be out in the country or get fresh air.
Yeah, that's my idea. I mean, I don't feel bad. I'm sorry, I can't feel bad for this woman because, seriously, like I said, there's so much more to worry about.
Right.
But
next thing you know, she'll be complaining somebody going down the street on a motorcycle.
Oh, don't give her no ideas.
I will. I'm going to call her up and tell her.
Oh, well, her name's in here.
I don't know her.
I don't know her either, but her name is in here. We can find it out.
Yeah, I don't want to spend the money calling Australia.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, let her go. Come on, people, get real. If you don't like bacon, stay out of the meat department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't like the smell of the seafood in grocery stores, so I avoid that area.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love fried shrimp, but I don't like the smell of the seafood, but I'm not going to go complain about it.
I like to go and look at it and see what all they got and everything. And
I honestly, I can't stomach it.
Yeah, you're always grabbing me and say, come on, let's go, get out of here.
Oh, that smell just, oh, God.
That's why I go to the store so much by myself. I spend so much time at the store because I look at the stuff that you don't want to see when you're with me.
Mm-hmm. I'm a good little girl, though. If I don't want to see it or I don't want to smell it, I'm not going to go complain to everybody.
Well, no. I mean, we could complain about the store smelling like fish back there in that department.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think they're going to do? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to laugh at you.
Yeah. I mean, I would, too. What can I say?
Well, up there in Ohio, there's one store up there sold fresh rabbit.
Mm.
And there's this rabbit all skinned and cleaned out and everything, just the rabbit laying on ice. That's how fresh it was. It was still on ice.
Yeah.
People complained animal cruelty.
Oh, yeah.
And they quit selling the rabbit.
Yeah.
Now, how else you going to buy a rabbit if you don't sell it?
Raise your own.
Yeah. Well, I could go out here in the yard and get me rabbits for supper. No problem. Every day there's rabbits out here.
Yeah.
But I like to watch the rabbits bouncing around out here.
I know, they're so cute.
Especially when they start bouncing over each other. One bounce over one and stop, and the other. It's like they're playing leapfrog.
Oh, they are just so funny. So funny. Oh, boy.
Now, the squirrel down here, they ain't big enough to eat.
No.
You'd have to shoot 5 of them to make one person meal.
Yeah, and I can say, even though I grew up in the country, I'm not much on the thought of eating a squirrel and rabbit, and no.
My dad used to eat groundhog.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's hard to cook, though. You have to cook it twice.
Oh, you know, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I wouldn't eat it, but I'm not going to knock anybody that does, because some people like it.
Well, it's just like deer. You know, people like venison.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like the taste of it.
No.
I like it in the sausage, and I like it in the hamburger, if I'm making stew out of it.
Yeah.
I can eat the venison stew, but I can't eat the steaks and the ribs and all that. It just got that wild taste to it, and I can't get past that.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody said that, well, you haven't had it cooked right, you always hear that.
Yeah, you do.
Every time you tell somebody you don't like the taste of something, they say, well, you ain't never had it cooked right. Nobody cooks it better than my mom, you know. Well, okay, well, have your mom invite me over when she cooks it next time and see if I like it. And then you never hear from them again.
Yeah. Now, I can tell you, because I know you don't like it, but there are certain things that you do know, you have to know how to cook, and most people don't cook right. I have had liver and onions, and the way Mom does liver and onions, she don't use the cow liver, she uses calf's liver. And I can eat that, but I've had liver that 4 other people have made, and I didn't like any of it. I couldn't get the taste of it. So there are certain things you do have to know how to cook, but what can I say? I know there's people out there going, oh, nasty liver and onions, but...
Well, a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, I do. And it's funny because when we were kids, first time I ever smelled it, I thought I was going to be sick just by the smell. Well, Mom says, okay, you know what? Everything we had, you're going to at least try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, but you're going to get you a big spoonful of it. Now, there was a few things we didn't eat, but we did try. Mom got that liver out, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I got to hold my nose. Oh, this is so disgusting. And I actually liked it.
Huh.
I was surprised.
I had to eat like that, too. If I didn't like it, I had to at least try it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And she never made me eat anything twice that I didn't like.
Right.
You know, until I got older. When I got older, I started liking the stuff that I didn't like when I was a kid.
I know I've done that too, and some of the things I liked as a kid I don't like now.
Yeah, it's funny how your taste changes like that when you get older. I don't know if it was because I'd tried it when I was a kid and then all of a sudden I got immune to it or what. But if I hadn't tried it when I was a kid, would I still not like it today?
Yeah, good question.
Like I say, the only thing I don't like is
liver and onions.
Well, I like the onions, but not the liver. And that's the hardest thing for people to understand when we go, they're going to have supper, you know, so what do you like? I says, I don't like liver. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then next time it says, do you like this? Yeah. Do you like that? Yeah. I don't like liver. And that's the only thing I don't like is liver.
It's an acquired
and
taste.
And they never get that in their head.
Right.
Then I'll eat anything. Well,
but liver.
Liver, and I won't eat, of course this ain't food. This is stuff for Thanksgiving, the little ring.
The cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce. I never could eat that.
No, I can't either.
But that's not food, right. You know. And there was something else that I didn't like, and it wasn't food either. I can't think of what it is now. But anyway, I've ate stuff that you made that you didn't like.
Yeah.
You said, oh, throw that away. No, don't you throw that away.
Oh, I have. I've mixed up some concoction with stuff in the refrigerator just to get it out of the refrigerator, and it's like, well, it smells good and it looks good. I take one bite of it. Oh, no, not me. Yeah, he'll eat anything.
Throw it on my plate. I'll eat it.
As long as it don't have liver in it.
They should have named me Mikey.
You know, Mom always told us when we were growing up, you don't know if you're going to like something unless you try it. Uh-huh. And even if it smells bad, you might be surprised at the taste.
Oh, yeah.
And we did find a lot of foods, but yeah, nowadays kids go, I don't want it. And what do their parents do? Oh, we'll order a pizza, we'll get a hamburger, we'll get macaroni and cheese. No! You sit down, you make them kids take a bite of good food, nutritional food, and they might actually like it.
Well, that commercial about they cooked fish for supper.
Yeah.
And the kid goes, ugh, yeah. You know, and so then they turn around and make him mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese.
You know, and that's just a dream come true for him.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my mom and dad, they never done that.
No, neither did mine. Mom says, you know what, that's not nutritional. You're going to eat food that has nutrition, things that you need in your body.
Yeah, fried chicken. Now, we always had a lot of fried chicken because we raised chickens, and we kill the chickens right there at the house, at the side of the house.
Now, we used our chickens for the eggs, but we
did
raised
too.
calves, and we had, you know, we had cows. So.
We had plenty of eggs, and we had plenty of chickens to kill.
We never killed our chickens, but we did get the eggs.
But that's when I was a kid, I was small.
Yeah.
8 years old, 7 years old. I'd watch them put that chicken's head on a block of wood and slap it with a hatchet.
Oh, wow, no.
And they'd turn that chicken loose, and he'd just flop and flap all over the ground, just kicking and getting. And that's what bled him out.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Then they had a big wash tub full of hot scalding water. And they'd take that chicken and throw it in that water for a few minutes. Then they started pulling the feathers out. And they just come out. It's just like heat opens the pores.
That seems real cruel as to how you kill them. But if you cut their head off, they're not going to live long enough that they don't feel it.
But the head, that chicken head, it keeps sitting there in his eyes, moving around, looking at you like, what happened to the rest of me?
Yeah, it's reflex eye motion. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they cut it open and take the insides out of it, the egg department, I don't know what you can track, where the eggs come down. They start out as little bitty, look like little frog eggs.
Yeah.
Or fish eggs, and they, as they go down the track, they get bigger. And then at the end, the shell forms on it, and out the chicken egg comes, The one egg before the last one doesn't have the shell on it, and it's just like a little soft rubber ball.
Yeah.
And we've gotten the last eggs of the chickens, when we butcher them, and the eggs are still good. They just hadn't come out yet. So I'd say out of about a dozen chickens, we get about 3 eggs while we was killing them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was something.
That's different.
Wonder who the first guy was.
That said, let's eat something that comes out of a chicken's butt?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Funny story.
Or here's an oyster shell. Let's pop it open and eat that thing raw.
Now, you said you've never had them before, but when I was in Texas, my ex-father-in-law, he castrated his pigs. Well, there they call them pork fries, which is pig balls, and he cooked them up, and we're all sitting around. I had no idea what they were. I didn't know what he'd done. So here I am, I'm eating them, and I'm thinking, hey, them ain't bad. He looks over, he says, you know what those are? No, those are pig balls. Oh my God, I thought I was going to be sick. I just sat there and shook my head, and I said, don't you ever do that to me again. If you're going to feed me something and I tell you what it is, or that it's good, don't you dare tell me what it is.
I could handle it if I liked it, and then they told me.
Well, the guy sitting next to me got up from the table, walked outside, and he actually did get sick. And I told him that day, I said, you know what? I'm not going to lie. They really did have a good flavor. But if anybody cooks them up again and they say pork fries, I'm going to tell them, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, the mind over matters, all it is, though.
Well, my mind says it matters what goes in my stomach, and it can't happen.
If somebody told me what it was, I'd be a little fidgety about trying it, But if they didn't tell me what it was and I ate it and I liked it, yeah, tell me what it is. That wouldn't bother me.
I don't know. You tell me you can eat pig snout and pig feet, and that don't make you sick.
And
you can eat
brains.
anything. Oh my God, you can eat anything.
That's it. Hog brains with scrambled eggs.
Oh.
That's not real. I mean, it's acquired taste.
I would think so. Yeah. Oh.
It's just got a taste of its own, but I can handle that.
Are we grossing anybody out, you think?
Oh, I hope so. So anyway, my mom and dad would always eat hog brain sandwiches, and they'd just take the brains and smash them down like a hamburger and cook them.
Oh boy!
Throw them on bread and add a little mustard or whatever they want to put on it, and just eat it.
Oh, see, now you are ruining my appetite.
Well, yeah, save on groceries this week, huh?
I'm telling you.
All right. Hey, you got a joke for the week?
Oh, yes, I got a joke for I don't think I've told this one yet because it was still in my joke book, so here we go. When our lawnmower broke and wouldn't run, my wife kept hinting to me that I should get it fixed. But somehow I always had something else to take care of first. The shed, the boat, making beer, always something more important for me. Finally, she thought of a clever way to make her point. When I arrived home one day, I found her seated in the tall grass, snipping away with a tiny pair of sewing scissors. I watched silently for a short time and then went into the house. I was gone only a minute, and when I came out again, I handed her a toothbrush. I said, "When you're finished cutting the grass, you might as well sweep the driveway. The doctor says I will walk again, but I will always have a limp." That would be really... Oh, here's a toothbrush. You can... No.
Oh, I was... one time, it was snowing in Ohio. I was working at this place, and we got off of work, and snow was blowing, and ice on the windows and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this woman I didn't really care too much for. She was out there with her credit card. You see people trying to scrape ice with a credit card.
Oh, yeah, I have.
And I said, "Hey," I said, "I've got a ice scraper. You want it?" "Sure." So I go out the car and get it and take it back to her. Well, on the lottery tickets, you buy lottery tickets for scratch-offs.
Yeah.
They got these little, they're only about 1.5 inches long, and they look like an ice scraper that you scrape the numbers off with.
Uh-huh.
I'd give her one of them. I went back, got in my car, and I was ready to go because I'd started my car up and let the heater do it. So I got ready to leave, and I drove up past her, and she was trying to scrape ice off of that window with that little scraper. So I felt bad, and I stopped and got my big ice scraper out and done it for her.
Yeah.
But that was funny. They come in handy on your side mirrors, though.
Yeah, I guess they would.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it there for this week.
I think we did pretty good this week.
It went by fast.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. If you want to get a hold of us for anything, you can send us an email to whatevertopics@gmail.com, and that topics is spelled TOPIX. You can visit our page, Whatever Topics, on Facebook at facebook.com/whatevertopics. We got a group page that you can join and see all our funnies on there, and that's facebook.com/groups/whatevertopics, and they're all spelled TOPIX. If you want to be on the podcast and tell your stories or whatever, we'll let you. Give us a call at 239-285-1574, and we will tell you how you can be on our podcast.
Oh, come join the fun.
Yeah, and it's pre-recorded, so if you mess up, we can edit it.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, that's the main thing people are afraid of is messing up, so that it'll never be on the air as a mess up.
No, I'd never want to do anything live because I stumble too much once in a while.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody has a good week that's just starting. Well, this is the weekend. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good week. And join us again next week, Saturday, to hear episode number 11. See what we got popping in our head and out our mouth there.
All good stuff, hopefully.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. It's just a little twisted.
Some of it might be a little offensive, who knows?
Oh, I don't care. I've heard worse than this, and
so have I.
A lot of people listen to it.
That's true.
So anyway, until next week, James and Tina, what do we say?
See ya!